This is our drone video of a very large property on the Niangua River. This is tract 10 at Niangua Valley. We're on the west side. We're actually looking to the east. The property starts just on the other side of that paved road. So this is a drone video, obviously. We're going to fly over the entire property and we're going to end at the river. So it fronts the paved road. Off to the right, you can see the NRO, Campground and Resort. Very popular resort, so that's nearby. It does have, I believe, a little store and some amenities. It's kind of cool, but once you're on the property, it's totally private. Since it's basically all wooded, once you get in a couple hundred feet on the property, it's just peaceful and completely private. So we're headed east. The property basically slopes down off the paved road as you go in several hundred feet down kind of a valley area, then slopes back up, and there's a large beautiful flat ridge around the middle of the property. One of the bigger, flatter ridges we've seen, and we'll see that in just a second here as we continue going east. We've seen the property a little bit on foot, but mostly you're seeing what we're seeing with this drone video. Completely covered with timber. You'll find a lot of mature timber on this property. It does have the direct frontage on the Niangua River, just a couple miles down, a few miles down, I'm not sure how far, a few miles downriver from Bennett Springs State Park. Now I think we're over that ridge in the middle of the property. Once the camera pans up, we'll be able to tell. Yep, it appears we're over that ridge, and there's a huge cloud overhead as well. Large flat ridge right in the center. Look at the topo map, and you'll see what we mean by that. Could be potentially a beautiful building site right in the center of the property there. As we keep going east, once we get to the edge of the ridge, it will slope down again into another valley situation, and then we'll be pretty close to the river at that point. So much timber on the property. Like I said, we haven't had the chance to explore the property at all. There may be some trails. You're free to create your own trails. That would really add a lot to this property to create a couple four-wheeler trails or driving trails. Obviously, to get to the river, you'd better bring your hiking boots or bring your four-wheeler, because it is a large property. So now this is kind of that second valley, and this will lead into the river frontage. I believe it rises up into a smaller ridge and then down to the river. So we'll be getting close to that river frontage. This is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, tract at Niangua Valley. Now you're starting to be able to see that river. Such a great river. I mean, just fantastic for fishing, for floating. Friendly people, and just a really nice area. Everybody's out to have fun, and it's actually really family friendly, or it has been every time we've been out there. So we're looking basically to the north, and you'll want to look at the topo map to see how this property is situated. But it kind of takes a jog as you get to the river, and we're trying to follow that with the drone. So we're doing our best to stay directly over the property with the drone, rising up to get a bird's eye view of the river. And by the way, you can go to InstantAcres.com to see if this property is still available. You can give us a call, of course, anytime at 417-882-3400. or you can email us at sales@instantacres.com. And we'd be happy to let you know if tract 10 is still available, I should say. I believe in Niangua Valley there are only 3 tracts with direct river frontage. And that is a beautiful section of the Niangua River. People come from all over the state to get to this section of river, and it is really, really, really hard to find direct frontage. So great investment potential here, recreational potential. There you can see a group of, looks like kayaks, maybe a raft or two. Beautiful water. I think we're coming to the end of the video, and I believe we go across the river and then spin around to look directly at the river frontage on the east side of the property. So feel free to go to our website. Be sure to sign up for our email list if you want to know about the new properties as they become available. Or you can, like I said, you can definitely give us a call or send us an email. But if you go to InstantAcres.com, we do try to get all of our current properties on the site so everybody can see what we have. So now we're looking west at the east side of the property. Beautiful. InstantAcres.com.